Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be studying about mutable and immutable data types in Python. So in the last video, we discussed all the different data types that are provided by the Python programming language. And after knowing all the data types, you must understand that certain data types are mutable. That means whenever a variable is assigned a value that belongs to the mutable data type, that value can be changed during the course of your program. However, whenever a data type of a variable is immutable, that means whenever a variable is assigned a value that belongs to the immutable data type, that particular value cannot be changed. And if you need to change that value, you will at the back end, the Python shell will automatically create a new variable having the same name with the new value. Okay, so I'll be covering both these topics in detail today. So when I say mutable data type or mutable variable, mutable word comes from the word mutate, and mutate means to change. Okay, so in Python programming language, whenever you create a variable, you also assign a value to that variable, and whether you can change that value or not depends what kind of data type is of that value. Okay, so if the value belongs to a mutable data type, you can change the value of the variable. So coming to the definitions, if a variable stores a value that belongs to an immutable data type, then the variable's value cannot be changed after the variable has been created for the first time and assigned the value. Okay, and if we try to change the value of such a variable which is immutable in nature because it holds a value belonging to the immutable data type, then the Python interpreter internally, without explicitly telling you what it does, it creates a new variable having the same name as the old variable, and it destroys the old variable. With the new variable, it assigns the new value and it assigns a new memory location to that particular new value. Okay, so I'll be covering what are the mutable data types that exist in Python and what are the immutable data types. So the data types whose value can be changed are lists and dictionary. So whenever you have created a list and you have assigned it some particular values, you can, without thinking, change any of the elements that are present in this list anytime in the program. And similarly, whenever you have created a dictionary having certain key value pairs, you can change any of these values that belong to the dictionary. So only these two data types belong to the mutable data type category. And when we think about the immutable data types, all the remaining data types are immutable in nature. So whether it is an integer, float, boolean, complex, that means all the numeric types as well as the strings, tuples and set. So all these types, these are the data types belonging to collections. Okay, so numeric also includes complex number, and all the remaining data types of the collection, that means the strings, tuples and sets, also belong to the immutable data type. So let us first understand what actually happens whenever you try to change the value of an immutable variable. In case of a mutable variable, the old value is directly replaced by the new value at the same memory location. But the process for changing the immutable data type is different. Okay. So when I say the process of changing the immutable data type, I actually mean that what does actually happen and why do we say that the variable is immutable? Because the value of the variable is not getting changed, a completely new variable is being defined. So we'll learn about this through this example. Suppose we have a variable with the identifier num1 and it has been assigned a value 300. Now 300 has the data type integer, and we just saw that integer belongs to the immutable data type. Okay, it is an immutable data type, therefore this particular variable is an immutable variable. Now when you execute this statement, that means you assign this particular value to the variable, what internally happens is that the Python shell creates a variable named num1 and it associates this variable with its value 300. This particular value is stored at some memory location. That we have seen that a memory location is the identifier of the particular variable. It uniquely identifies where the value of a variable is stored. So when you execute this statement, a variable is created and its value which it has been assigned is stored at some position in the memory. Okay, so here we can see that its value is stored at memory location 100. Sorry, memory location 1000. Now we execute a second statement. In this statement, we create a new variable num2 and we assign this variable at we assign the value of num1 to this variable num2. So when we write this statement num2 equals to num1, we actually want num2 to store the same value that is present in num1. Okay, so when you execute this statement, what actually happens is, see this particular statement that we have just seen, this particular value already exists in the memory. Now what Python shell does, it creates a new variable num2 and it makes this variable point to the same value 300 that was present at memory location 1000. It does not create the same value and assign it to some other memory location. No, this is not done by the Python interpreter. You must remember this, that whenever you make two variables point to the same value, most of the times the Python shell just assigns the same reference, that means the same memory address as the value of the variable. So in this case, when you assign num2 as the value of num1, num2 points to the memory location which is storing the value 300. Okay, so both these variables are pointing to the value 300. Now what happens when you try to change the value of the variable num1? Since both num1 and num2 are pointing to the value 300, that means they are pointing to, or they are storing an immutable data type value, and that is why both of them are immutable variables. So when you try to change the value of any one of them, in this case we are trying to change the value of num1 by adding 100 to the existing value of num1. Since num1 and num2 point to the same value which is 300, so we are trying to update the value of num1 and make it equal to the value 400. So what actually happens, the Python shell does not update the common area which was initially num1 was also pointing to this particular memory location. The Python shell does not update this value. Rather, it creates a new variable num1 and it assigns this particular num1 to the, it points this particular num1 variable to the location 2200 which stores the new value 400. Okay, so technically what is happening, a new variable is being created with the same name as the old variable and it is being assigned the new value, and this new value is present at some other location or some other memory location in the memory, at some other location in the memory, so it has a different ID. So what do I mean to tell here is that whenever you want to change the value of an immutable data type, internally Python destroys the old variable that stores the immutable data value, and then it creates a new variable that has the same name as the old variable, and points it to the memory location that now stores the updated value. This is a new memory location that contains the new value, and the old memory location remains unchanged. Okay, so if this particular num2 variable was not pointing at this particular location 1000, then this data would have been completely deleted. Okay, so that was for mutable data types and immutable data types. Actually, you do not get an error. You can get a kind of warning when you try to change the immutable data type in some cases. Okay, so now summarizing all the data types, which data type you should use when, in which situation. So the case for numeric data types is quite clear. Integers are used when you do not want decimal or decimal points in your values. You only want positive and negative integers or zero. Then float points or floating point numbers are used with decimals. Complex numbers are used when you want real as well as imaginary part, and Boolean has only two constant value, true and false. Now, what about the collections, the data types that has a collection of items? So we have lists. We know that lists are mutable data types. Okay, so lists should be used whenever you want to store a collection of items that will be modified frequently, so that since it is mutable, every time the Python shell will not have to create a new variable, a new assignment for each change that is happening. Okay, now tuples, we know tuples are immutable. So tuples should be used to store those collection of items which do not require any changes, or not no or infrequent changes. Okay, in case of set, we have studied that sets do not allow duplicacy, as well as they are immutable. So in any case, when you need to store multiple elements which need not be duplicates, only unique elements are required, as well as no changes would be done to this set once it has been created, then you must use the set data type. And in dictionaries, are actually one of the best data types because they store a collection of elements, they are mutable, they allow very fast lookup. Okay, so they are also used to create hash tables. You'll be studying about them in later lectures. And the data is generally written in key value pairs, so there is a logical association between the key and the value. So whenever all these conditions are satisfied, you must create dictionaries to store your collection of elements. Okay, so this was all for this lecture. I hope you have understood it. In case you have any doubts, feel free to mention in the comment section. Let us know how do you like the videos, and if you want to study a particular video or a subject before others in future. So we'll be keeping track of your we'll be keeping track of your request and develop the videos accordingly. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video. Mind your exam. Thank you.